I've heard this term fiscal cliff many times, this Washington speak. Well, this is the second fiscal cliff, with all due respect to the question. The first one was last year, and then we had the super committee meet after the debt ceiling talks ended, after Mr. Cantor left those talks in June of last year, and then the Congress decided we'll agree on these sequester funds, which of course we're now facing, and that's the fiscal cliff. I mean, let's be specific. It's about a Congress led by this man to my left, who decided that they would rather kick the can down the road till, what did he say, continue the cuts for another year, so that we have to wait yet another year to do what we've got to do, which is make painful cuts. But those cuts shouldn't be done with an axe. Those cuts need to be done with a scalpel. So when I hear fiscal cliff, I hear a person who's dysfunctional, a person who will not cooperate, will not sit down with the opposing party, and that's what we need to do. We need to, first of all, not continue all the tax cuts, and I agree with Tim Kaine that $500,000 should be the limit. I also believe that, as Mr. Cantor knows, since he's the one that voted for this back in the early 2000s, voting for a tax cut in the middle of two wars is simply fiscally irresponsible. Everybody knows it. Every economist knows it. All the people in this room know it. Two unfunded wars, an unfunded tax cut, and now we want to make it permanent? This is insanity. It's economic insanity. We cannot do it. We've got to reform the taxes. However, I've heard that before from Mr. Cantor and others in his party and others in my party. It's time to get action, which means you look at the tax code, you keep some of the tax incentives for the people who earn $500,000 and less, especially the middle class and the working people. But the people that earn over $500,000, let them pay their fair share. Let's get our spending and taxes in order. You have to have balance. We do not have balance, and everybody knows it.
Congressman Cantor.